In this particular case, what's appalling is that the officers were finishing a service call. They were plainly coming out of the hospital, walking to their car when all of a sudden they were shot at.
Montreal Police say 2 of their officers were targets of gunshots fired near the McGill University Health Center's Glen site in Montreal Tuesday around 1:30 a.m. The 2 officers were coming out of the hospital and heard gunshots. They took cover behind their police car, calling in backup. An officer was treated for minor injuries. The Major Crimes Unit is investigating amid a rise of gun violence in the city and asking the public for help.
We're really trying to keep a clear head on this and not give in to emotion and look at the situation based on the hard facts that we collect on the crime scene or through intelligence. So every hypothesis is looked at the moment, and as we move forward, we'll be able to share more information.
2 impacts and 1 projectile were found on the crime scene, but no suspect identified as of yet. It's the first time police are targeted in Montreal amid increasing gun violence and not merely caught in the crossfire. The Montreal Police Chief Sylvain Caron coming out publicly Tuesday night to condemn the morning's shooting. Retired SPVM officer Stéphane Wall says it's hard to pinpoint who could have done this.
Ces mouvances-là, les mouvances qui sont associées aux théories du complot.
These movements associated with conspiracy theories could be another lead. It could be a threat, a vengeance. Did police officers do something in particular to this individual that made them want to get revenge on any police officer? Is this a criminal that wants revenge? There are many hypotheses, but what is particularly worrisome is that this suspect has not been arrested.
Anybody that targets people who work in the greater justice system, that's an unacceptable situation.
Over 200 incidents implicating firearms were reported from January to end of July in Montreal, and more than 20 guns were taken off the streets in recent weeks, with the SPVM and provincial police collaborating on investigations. But it's raised more questions about what the best way to tackle the problem really is.
What we actually need to reduce violence in our society, it's a bunch of things, but it's a bunch of things that mostly don't involve police. It can definitely start with ensuring that street workers are funded. It can also involve ensuring that people have access to decent paying work. And we haven't seen any of that in the propositions and pronouncements of our politicians of late.
La plus belle façon de rassurer le public, c'est la communication.
The best way to reassure citizens is to communicate. It's to be present on the field, explain our work, explain that we are concerned with the public's safety, and ask the public to be vigilant, to contact officers, but also ask police officers to be vigilant, as they can also be the target.
We are engaged in all operations on all fronts, not just investigations, but also increased patrols, all the work that's being done in prevention, and working with community organizations as well.
In Montreal, Samsara Rainville, City News.